I love you. Welcome back to the Couch Potatoes. I am here. That's about it. I am the Green Traveler from Gore.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I am here, I am queer, and that wouldn't...
I am here, I am queer, but...
I am here, and I am queer, and I am the Faceless Leon, and this is a podcast about movies and TV called Green and Faceless on the Couch.
Yay!
Yay! We're back with the Twilight Saga playlist.
Yay!
We're talking about Eclipse.
I think she had planned to make a trilogy, and then she was just like, I'm going to make another one. And so she wrote a fourth one. I don't know if that's true. That's just what, I think.
I think with what was being sprinkled in with the Volturi, I think that she started writing this book and then just wrote too many pages and it was like, I'm not getting to where I wanted to go.
She got 500 pages in. She was like, oh, wait, they haven't fucked yet. Okay. All right. There's got to be a fourth one. And then the movie people were like, there's got to be a fifth one.
Yeah, right.
Like, oh my God,
that was only because of Harry
end.
Potter. That was only...
We're only halfway there, Blake. We're only halfway there.
We're
Eclipse.
over halfway there.
We're over halfway there.
This is the Wednesday of the work week of this movie saga.
Amen.
So, Eclipse. There was
the big one.
Actually an eclipse a couple days before recently. I watched this.
Yeah.
Maybe the day before.
I didn't see it.
I didn't either because it was raining.
Yeah.
But it did get pretty dark.
Midwest, Mideast. Where do we live?
The Midwest. Yes, right. You got it right the first time.
Oh, man. I'm here. As I said, I'm here. We can do this.
Yeah, we can.
This is the one where, Bella, played by the great Kristen Stewart.
That's right.
She just wants to fuck. And Edward, he just wants to get married.
She does. She's 18 and horny now. And yeah, he's a good boy from 1901 or whatever.
Robert Pattinson, in case you haven't been watching the first two episodes of this podcast.
Or if you are just culturally oblivious.
Batman for those who might only have watched him as Batman.
Yeah, I guess so.
He's also a Batman in this one, but a different type of Batman.
A different type of Batman.
As we've established before.
Yes,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyhow, they also, in the previous movie, to kind of recap a touch, the Volturi, like the leading vampire humans.
Right.
They're not humans.
Yeah.
Lords.
David Tennant's husband, Michael Sheen.
That's right. Not David Tennant, though. Yeah. And...
Not David Tennant,
They have
sadly.
said that Kristen Stewart, because she knows too much, has to be changed into a vampire named Bella Swan.
Yep. Bite her. Yum. And she wants that. She wants that so badly.
She wants it really badly, but...
She's like, bite me, Edward.
Yeah, Edward doesn't want to do it because she's very young and wants her to experience some things, and only will agree to do it if she marries him. And Bella's like, that seems like a big deal. And it's like, okay, listen, you want to change so that you can be with him forever. What the fuck is the difference, you fucking idiot? Okay, that's my hot take.
Well, she just feels like she's too young, She's only 18. He's only 17/85 to 189 years, whatever. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And he even, like, his argument too, because he's like, I want you to experience human things before you become a vampire. And he's like, one of those human things I want you to experience is getting married. And she's like, all right, well, one of those human things I want to experience is you fucking me. And he's just like, no, I can't do that.
That's too dangerous. It's too dangerous.
No, I might kill you.
Too much hornbone. So
poor anxious bastard. He just
eventually he does agree. I don't remember if that's in the beginning or the end. It's towards the middle, I think. He does agree that he will have sex with her before they change, but after they get married.
Yeah.
So that's the plan.
And she agrees to that as
well.
Married,
sex, vampire.
Yeah.
That's
and after she's already made the promise, this whole movie is the big the very big Team Edward versus Team Jacob, because now they're button heads.
Now they're both
in the same town.
Yeah. Though this movie does have a lot less Jacob in it. But he got the last movie, so that's...
But a lot more Jacob flesh.
That's true. He is naked a lot. Naked in the snow a lot, actually.
Yeah. And him and his wolf pack.
Wolf pack!
They never wear shirts. Like,
no,
they all just run around shirtless. Like... I work at a financial institution, and my dad used to do this a lot too, where he would just roll up to the bank and not have his shirt on, and he is a hairy and big dude.
So it looked like he had a shirt on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he always looks like he's wearing a shirt, but
I get that.
It was always like a mild. I think he did it to embarrass us. Like I think he enjoyed that. Like he enjoyed that power over us. But like there's so many people who do that at the credit union. Like I'm just like working drive up, and it's like it's a 90-degree day outside, and it's like all these men just roll up. None of them are handsome or very attractive looking at all, and they're all just shirtless, and it's like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
What is going on?
And that's all I could think of through this whole movie is like all these young boys are running around shirtless.
Well, they're too hot.
Like, just put a fucking shirt on.
They're too hot.
Put a fucking shirt on.
They're too hot, and they don't want to rip their shirts when they rip their flesh off to become wolves. Like I noticed that a lot more in this movie. Like I don't know if they did that in the last movie as much, but like their skin like falls off behind them when they transform.
Yeah, it's weird.
It is, but it is. I feel like very accurate to like the old Shifter Tales.
Yeah, my only issue with it is like I want to see a transition. I want
they
the transition to be good.
Yeah,
it's so CGI'd. It is so quick. It's done in a second. Like
this is 13 years old at this point.
Yeah. But it's like if you're not going to show it, do it like that Marvel thing, the black and white, what is it, Werewolf by Night? Was that what it was called?
Yeah, that was fun.
Like, you remember that transition where it was all done in the shadow? You didn't actually see it. Like, if you're not gonna do a transition, make it look cool like that did. Like do something with it.
I do think
those idiots they just make a jump and then it's a wolf running at you.
I think plot wise they were trying to make that a noticeable difference. And that they can do it instantaneously.
Have you seen the behind-the-scenes footage of Taylor Lautner, who plays Jacob Black? Yeah, he's in his green suit, and it's like they have like a whole frame kind of thing to make the wolf head, and he's just like the body. It's so funny. It looks hilarious. Like the behind-the-scenes camera footage of some of these movies are just so damn funny. Like.
That's hilarious.
Actors, I really pay them more. Like,
that I did not know that he actually played the wolf. I didn't know that he played the wolf. Yeah, it's great. Okay, so they did the writer one. The writer one is done, right?
The writers, they resolved theirs in favor of the writers' demands, but they have not yet resolved the actors, to my knowledge.
I see.
Which is just silly.
Yeah,
just
give them more money. It's like literally this industry is how our culture emotionally and mentally survives. So give them more money. Once
humanity is dead, there will just be DVDs everywhere, and monkeys or lizard people who take over are just going to find these DVDs and watch it.
I watched a video the other day, and I'm pretty goddamn sure it's going to be the crows.
The crows.
The crows, yeah. They have like an average intelligence of
smart.
Like a 7 to 12-year-old. They are domesticating wolves. And
fuck.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, see, like everything becomes crab in the end. So it's like I feel like it's either like it's either lizard people, apes, crows, or crabs.
And they're gonna watch our crow crabs,
or lizard ape crow crabs. Yes, that'd be the scariest. Or my Gortians will come back to reclaim me.
Reclaim the Earth.
Never happen.
It was theirs first.
No, reclaim me. Just to reclaim me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can't take Earth. We don't have power.
Just space travel.
We might. I've been gone a while. We might
yeah.
now, you know.
Yeah.
A lot can happen. Like, you know, one Gorshin year to one of our years is like 15 something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kill a minutes.
Kill him.
I don't know the conversions. Anyways, so, Eclipse.
Eclipse. Eclipse. Anyhow, there is an eclipse coming. I don't really recall what the importance or relevance of the actual eclipse, but they have a fight on the eclipse day. Right?
Yeah, I think Stephanie Meyer was just like, that's such a cool symbol, and like, I want to use this because like she has a moon, you know, she has a love for moon, like I mean, new moon,
Twilight
eclipse,
too, and then
Twilight, Breaking Dawn, Part 1, Part 2, like it's all like it all means moon, you know.
You know what they could have done? They could have done
Phase
Breaking
1 and Phase
Dawn.
2.
Yes, yeah, it would have been way better.
No,
idiots.
They don't think. They're like the Fast and Furious people, but they go a step beyond not thinking.
Meanwhile, out in this teen love drama, there is an actual plot in this movie in the background. So, Riley... What? Riley, played by Xavier Samuel, a new character, gets...
Yeah, that's right.
Bitten in Seattle by someone... familiar.
God.
And that's Victoria, played by Bryce Dallas Howard. Yeah.
That's a new character, or new actor playing her, though.
Okay, I thought it was different.
It is. It's the same character, though.
That is the woman from Jurassic World.
She's married to somebody.
Okay. I mean, a lot of people are.
I know, right? Oh, that's it. It's she's the daughter of Ron Howard. That's it.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's where the ginger comes from. So, anyhow.
Yeah, right, exactly.
She is out for revenge against Edward and Bella. She has sworn to kill Bella because Edward killed her lover, James, in the first movie. Right. So
it's very Shakespearean.
Yes. In order to sneak a fast one by him, she changes Riley and then has Riley make a newborn army. And we find out in this film that vampires are their strongest within their first year of life, and they're most vicious and uncontrollable. So
it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So it does kind of. I mean,
I don't think so.
Well, there's one thing that Carlisle said, like the who is the doctor of the show. He said, it's because they still have vital blood in their veins, and yeah. I
just feel like the older you get, the more experienced you're going to be, the more knowledgeable of your own self you're going to be.
Right.
So like maybe your overall like capacity might decrease.
Right.
But your knowledge and experience will make up for that tenfold.
Oh,
so you're
definitely.
never
I mean, none of the vampire
it's just like literally every
died.
other species on Earth. I'm just saying it's dumb. It's the whole concept is dumb because literally every other species on Earth, when you're born, you're pretty much the weakest you're gonna be, true. And then you just get better.
But this is a magic curse thing, where you take a live person and turn them into a dead person.
Yeah, they're immediately gonna be super the best they could ever be.
But they're not the best they could ever be because they have absolutely no control. Like
exactly, they're weakest.
Yeah,
it's the silliest concept. Which they do, of course, train them on their weaknesses. You know, it's like that Jasper. You find out that Jasper, played by Jackson Rathbone, he is like, you know, Uber General. He was turned by a crazy lady
named Maria, and he's actually like quite a bit older than I thought
everybody.
He was. Yeah, he's like from the maybe
Civil War days.
Is that what it said? Civil War days. She was wearing like I don't know. If it was in England, I would have said late 16 to 1700s. But
he's not supposed to be English. He is American. So that's like the weirdest thing is like his accents. He definitely loses accent every now and then.
That's funny.
Or he slips into a fake like Southern accent at times. Like it's really funny.
So, well, that would make sense for the scenes where he is being a Civil War time guy.
Yeah,
but yeah. Anyways, he basically was forced to do the same thing that Riley is doing, but eventually realized that Maria did not care for him, and that's how they kind of that's one of the strategies that they use in the fight, is to try to get Riley to turn against Victoria.
Right.
But that doesn't work.
And maybe you're out there wondering, well, that's kind of sad. There's no end to Jasper's relationship with this strange Maria lady. Oh, maybe it'll come back. Oh no. There's 2 movies left. Oh
no. So yeah.
Fuck us.
We also get more of a couple of other characters. One is Kenna Andrick as Jessica. She gets this really nice valedictorian speech that's like poignant for like the movie, but like still the high school characters don't matter. They just don't.
No, it's also really funny because there's a whole conversation at the beginning of the movie where they're just like, use cliches, and she's like, no, I'm not going to use cliches. You, I'm too original for that. And then we get to the end of the movie and she's giving her speech and it's just like cliche after cliche, and I'm just like, all right. I see you.
I see you.
You lazy bum, you gave up. They're probably like told Kenna Andrick, they're just like, hey, since you're like not actually in this movie, can you just like write your own speech and make it sound cool? And she's like, oh yeah, sure, yeah, whatever, you know. Sure, yeah. And then she got up there and just like ad-libbed it. She was just like, and you know, you only live once, you know, you're only young today. You're at the bottom of a hill and you can only climb up it. You know how it goes? You know what I mean? Right? We're doctors, authors. I got a scholarship. What'd you get? Hey.
So, what's the... Is it Riley Cullen? Is that the other sister?
Renee? There's Alice, there's Carlisle, there's Emmett. There's Rosalie.
Am I wrong in saying that it's a different Rosalie as well?
I don't think so. Hold on a second. We got the power of the internet. I'll find out here. Nikki Reed plays Rosalie in the Twilight film series. That's all it says.
That's awesome.
So I think no.
Yeah, she was in Twilight. She just looks different. All right. Well, Rosalie, we get her backstory as well in this story.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
It's pretty fucking brutal, yeah. Carlisle thought that... The way that she put it is that Carlisle thought that he was saving her, but she would have rather died after what happened to her, and I'll leave it at that. But she's from like the 1960s, so she's... Or 50s. 50s or 60s, something.
Yeah, something like that. Had an abusive husband, trigger warning for that kind of stuff.
Yeah. It was like a suitor, I think. She
fiance.
Yeah.
Fiance. And
it was not good. It was, so trigger warning on that, for real.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
But...
And, like, you can understand, once you get her backstory, you can understand why she has been very adamant against Bella becoming a vampire.
Right.
Which is nice. You do get more depth to the Cullen family. I enjoyed that. You get more depth with the wolf pack. They got a lot more that happens with them. There's a love
triangle going on that's really just a parallel. It's really just a parallel for Jacob to talk about Bella, Edward, and himself.
Right. It's hot. Yeah.
It's hot.
And then there's a whole scene where Bella's freezing to death.
Yeah.
And Edward the vampire, who is a cold dead human being, remember, has cold cold flesh.
Yeah.
So he can't do much for his dying fiance.
Yeah.
And so they bring in hot, sexy hunk Taylor Lautner, who is burning up all the time to the point where he can't even wear a shirt, even in a blizzard.
That's right.
And he just, he curls up beside her. And,
and he's like, it'd be a lot easier if you took your clothes off. And so that he didn't
Edward
feel
was like,
out.
all right.
Yeah, so he didn't feel left out. Edward also got his clothes off. And it was a little bit awkward to watch in the theaters. But
it was a pretty interesting scene.
Yeah.
Especially if you are into cucks. So it's been fun. Yeah, it's interesting. Team Edward all the way in this one because Jacob's just kind of
Jacob's being
weird.
At one point, he forces a kiss onto Bella, and she punches him and hurts her hand. Like his face doesn't even move. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, he's just like, ow.
and he admits this to Charlie and is like, because Charlie has to get between Edward and Jacob, which is also a really funny scene because he looks like, all right, I gotta be Sheriff Dad now. Gotta be big and tough. Gotta step in between these two monsters.
Yeah. Dude, and it's really weird too. Charlie is like all aboard Team Jacob. Like he has the hots for Jacob.
He does.
Like he loves this kid.
He doesn't trust Edward because very suddenly, Bella ran to Italy for him.
He made her cry.
And he made her cry a lot.
Made her cry.
But so did Jacob, to be fair.
Even though she loves him. Yeah. And then there's an awkward moment where he tries, Charlie, by the way, the dad is Billy Burke. There's a funny moment where he tries to have a talk about the birds and the bees, and it's so funny because you get the moment of Kristen Stewart getting to yell the line, "I've never had sex, I'm a virgin."
I'm a virgin, Dad.
I'm a virgin, Dad. Oh, man.
And then immediately the next scene, she's like, Edward, fuck me, please.
Yeah, she's like, I need this. And he's just like, whoa, what? Oh, God.
Oh, God. I'll fucking kill you. I mean,
I'm going to squirt glitter. Oh, man.
Nasty stuff.
Before we wrap up, I just want to say that Seth Clearwater is played by Boo Boo Stewart, and I think that's adorable. That's all I got to say.
That's really funny. His name was
Boo Boo Stewart. No offense, Boo Boo Stewart. That's,
Okay, so
that's a good name.
I do want to mention that because I don't think we did last episode, that Dakota Fanning plays a major role in the Volturi. She plays Jane, and this is like one of the few roles I've actually seen of her outside her childhood.
Yeah. She makes people have feelings.
She makes people have pain.
Yeah. Well, she can choose to make whatever feeling they want, but she just chooses pain because she's sadistic as fuck.
She is, and it's pretty great. But she's got like a side plot going on.
Yeah.
But we're not. I don't know that we know exactly what she wants. So that's interesting. Yeah. I'm sure that'll lead into the next movie. Now, with that, I think we can go into closing statements.
It's all right. It's you're here. It's like if you've watched the first two, you have a mission. You're watching the third one regardless. You've made it this far. What do you care about my opinion? It's 2.5 stars. Like it's fine. It's fine. It does the job.
I still think it's better than the first because more interesting things happen. Like
it's becoming more of a soap opera. It's I'm feeling it.
You definitely feel like there's something being set up in the background, but also at the same time, I am not a big fan of the same drama between Edward and Bella, and also including Jake in there, just being played over and over and over again.
I know, right?
It's like,
you know who she's choosing. There's no fucking difference.
Yeah, make some change to it.
And once you've known the ending, like I do, and you know where this is all leading, it's really freaking awkward, man. Like,
we'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Oh my god.
I give it a full face though.
Yeah, just for the fifth film when we do get there and talk about it, I just want for the record that it just needs to be stated that Bella declares her love for Jacob in this movie as he declares his love for her.
That's right.
But that doesn't cause any issues with her and Edward because Edward knows that her love for him is way fucking stronger than that.
Right.
But I just want it known that both of those two declared love for each other here before we get to the fifth movie because
it's important.
That's when it gets weird.
Okay. So, that is the show, I guess.
That's right. Yeah, that's what we do here.
We do. Yeah. We did it.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Yeah.
This has been the Twilight playlist. We'll be coming back at you later next week with another episode of the Twilight playlist.
That's right.
While you're waiting for that, head on down to patreon.com/greenandfaceless. Check out our subscription tiers. Enjoy this.
That was real sexy.
More. Thank you. I am the Green Traveler from Gourge.
And I am the Faceless Leon, your favorite experiment. Safe travels. Flavor it. Safe travels and good night. Green and Faceless on the Couch is a proud production of FictionWorks 19. Are you a fan of the show? Feel free to contact us at greenandfacelessfans@gmail.com or visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/greenandfaceless. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, or rate us on Apple Podcasts. Thank you so much for listening.